Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning. You know who it is, who it should be, aka J Castle, better known now as Who Trucker J. Let's get into it. You heard? I know you heard the saying, you can make your choice. We all have free will. The Lord gives us free will on this earth to make our choice. But you can't choose your consequences. So as you see at McDonald's, this customer didn't have it her way. She was very upset. She took her food. She threw the bag of food. She took the Happy Meal. She threw the Happy Meal. Okay? And in the end result, the McDonald's employee decided to throw a blender at her, and he caught her dead center. Here goes the pitch. Boom. He hit her so hard it knocked her backwards. So that's what I mean about you can make your choice, but you can't choose your consequences. And that's a big realm. It's a wide spectrum to that meaning. Like in the streets. Let me share a story with you that recently happened to J Cass that had me in tears, man. My family, we don't take no L's like that. God bless us that on my father's side, this will be the first L from the streets that we took. And on my mother's side, back in 2014, when my cousin got murdered, they caught everybody. We took an L on my mother's side. So, let me share this story with you, man. I'm way down here in Georgia. My Uncle Willie is 86 years old, right? And you know, everybody has their vices that they like to do in their leisure time. He likes to gamble. I mean, like with the slot machines. No blackjack, nothing like that. He just loved the slot machines. He lives in Jersey. In Yonkers, where I'm from, we do have, it's called, I think, Empire City. We do have a casino, but it's slot machines, and I forgot what else it is. I don't think it's playing cards or nothing like that, right? So, he takes the train to New York from Jersey, and then he takes an Uber to the casino. We still trying to figure out the details of how he ended up. The Bronx and Yonkers, we all border each other. For those that's from the South, Yonkers is where DMX is from, Mary J. Blige, The Lox, Jadakiss, and all that. I know all three entities personally. We border the Bronx and Mount Vernon, where Puffy, Heavy D, Denzel, Stephanie Mills, it's a Ben Gordon, it's a bunch of stars come up out of Mount Vernon. You know what I'm saying? Pete Rock and CL Smooth. So in that area where the casino is, if you walk like maybe 5 or 6, maybe 5 miles, not even, you'll be in the Bronx, like the border of the Bronx. So they found my uncle staggering in the Bronx. And the cops went to assist him. So at this point, I gotta salute the cops, because normally they just let you die. They brought him to the hospital. They beat my uncle so bad, right? He had blood on his brain that they had to operate. And at the moment right now, because he already had the surgery 2 days ago, he has 2 tubes coming out of his head to drain the blood out. And he's 86 years old. This still might be it for him. I'm praying that it's not. I cried my tears of anger. We don't even know who did it, so we can't get no get back. You get what I'm saying? Because we don't know who did it. But I got a lot. I'm talking about the youngins. A whole new generation right there in Yonkers that'll go. I ain't even got to go up there. But this is what I mean. They made their choice to rob my uncle and do him dirty, man, and left him leaking. Now he got a family of wolves that's ready to go, that want street justice. Like I said, I was very upset, man. I was so upset. My dad told me I was crying on the phone, but it was tears of anger because I couldn't get my hands on y'all little young niggas, man. You understand me? That's why this shit'll never end. You know what I mean? Because when you do something to somebody's family, they gonna want get back. That's the moral of what I'm trying to say. It's never gonna end. You made your choice to violate my uncle, right? Now we want get back. I don't give a fuck about a cop. You understand me? We want get back. I want to leave you leaking just like you did my uncle. You heard? But I ain't even got to do it because, like I said, the whole younger generation that's in and out of jail up there, and they all home right now. I pray for whoever did that. You better hope when that camera footage come back, man. Now you see how ignorant I just got? You see that anger, how I just got, where I want get back? That's how the streets is, man. You take one of theirs, they take two of yours. And the war never ends. But if you don't do this in the first place, you wouldn't have those consequences, man. So you have a right. Everybody has a right to make their choice. But you can't choose your consequences. And trust me, whoever did that, man, like God says, what's done in the dark will come to the light. When it comes to the light, man, pardon self, I got some young cousins that be on go time. I feel for you, man. I'm praying for my uncle, but honestly, man, at 86, he already lived a long life. You know how they say certain things can happen to you that it'll lead to your demise? And I'm not wishing death on my uncle. I pray that he lives, but he's already 86. He had bleeding on the brain. So let's say he goes home. That's his brain that had blood leaking inside of his brain. A year from now, a couple months from now, he could pass away because of that. Makes no sense, man. When I was coming up, man, women, children, and elderly was off limits. Did it happen? Of course, people robbed elderly people, and in my generation, the block dealt with you. If you harmed a female, the block dealt with you. If you harmed a kid, the block dealt with you. Nowadays, these YNs don't care if grandma in the wheelchair. I was told my uncle got bad knees, so he could barely walk. So I don't understand why he even went in the first place, man. But he's 86. That's what I'm saying. Like, I believe in the higher powers. He's 86. This might be what causes his demise, man. Because we all have a way that we're going to go out, right? I'm not saying it might not happen now. It might not happen 2 years from now. But this might be the trigger because of the brain damage. It might start again. And he might not live because of this. Because of the choices them young ends made. You got to do better out here, man. It's never going to happen. Man, this is what I need for y'all youngsters to do. There's a movie called Tales from the Hood. It's old. It came out, I think, in the 90s or the early 2000s. Y'all need to watch that movie. There's one part, I want to say towards the end, where there was three thugs. They was going around murdering everything. And there was one main thug that they hooked up to a machine to show him what we do to each other and how those folks used to do to us. And we done turned into the people with the mask. Like, that's the best depiction of what you need to watch to understand what you doing to each other, man. I was like, I forgot about they had that scene where they showed the Klan murdering us, hanging us from trees, taking pictures, and then they show the thugs with the mask on, with the 3 holes, and the Pooh Shiesty mask is on and all that, and then we killing each other. It'll never change, man. I pray that it does, but I want to say the most time that black people stuck together was during segregation, because we had no choice. We had the oppressors spraying us with water hoses, sick and German shepherds on us, bombing the churches and all that. We had no choice. You couldn't drink from their water fountain. You couldn't use their bathroom. You had to sit in the back of the bus. We had no choice. So you had to stick together back then. I don't want it to go back to segregation, but at this point, man, crazy out here. Stay out the way. That's the best thing I can say. Stay out the way. If you got a home, cameras, dogs, firearms, everything you need, because it's crazy when you step outside. You don't know if you're going to make it back home, man. And that's one to grow on, man. Message for the day, you heard. 100 Trucker J.